Hi everyone, I'm Alex and today I'm going to teach you how to cook my version of borscht. Now try to say that 3 times. This is one of the most versatile and easy to adapt dishes that I know, and it is a centerpiece of Ukrainian cuisine. Let's start. Now, this soup consists of 3 parts: the meat bouillon, the fried vegetable part, and the seasoning. Let's go through it. I usually like to combine my meats, so I take 2 parts beef, roughly 300 grams, and 1 part pork. You can also take bones, which will give much richer, better taste. 3 middle-sized carrots, 200 grams of beetroot, 2 onions, 300 grams cabbage, 2 potatoes. Now for the seasoning we'll take 2 bay leaves, garlic, roughly 1-2 teaspoons of sugar, a little bit of salt to the taste, and pepper. Now to round it all off, we'll need bacon, roughly 100 grams, lemon juice, tomato paste, and in the end we'll need a little bit of paprika, parsley, and dill. Let's start. So we're gonna cook roughly 4 liters of borscht. And for this, we'll need to cut the meat in roughly 1 centimeter cubes and in with it. Now once it's fried for roughly 1 minute, fill it up to 2/3 with water. Okay, so now our bouillon needs to cook for roughly 1 hour, and after that, we'll add other ingredients. While it's boiling, do not forget to remove any of this nasty film that has built up from the meat. While our soup is boiling, let's prepare the beet. Try to make them roughly the same size. A very important part of this is to not over fry it. You need to fry it just a little bit so it doesn't burn, doesn't give you the bitter taste. Then add a tad bit of lemon juice for the sour taste. Alternatively, you could skip this part and add some sauerkraut later on. That would taste also pretty good in the winter. Sugar, salt, and tomato paste. Alright, once it's done, let it sit for roughly half an hour. If need be, you can add a little bit of water so it can uniformly, nicely simmer and get all those wonderful aromas out of the beet. Okay, since our soup has been cooking for roughly 1 hour, let's add some bay leaves, peppers, and salt to taste. Don't overdo it with the salt, however. If it's not salty enough, you can always add some at the end. Okay, so now the bouillon has been cooking for roughly 1 hour and 15 minutes, and now it's time to add some cabbage and some potatoes. Cut the potatoes roughly the same size as the meat, 1 centimeter cubes, and cut the cabbage roughly the same size as the beet and the carrots. Boom. Now, if you are cooking the soup in summer, you can take slightly less cabbage, and in winter, slightly more, so you get thicker, more fulfilling, tasty soup. Half an hour, done. Put it all up into the soup. I'm just gonna use the same pan where I fried the beet to not overcomplicate things, and fry the onion and the carrot. Just a little bit. Onion comes first. After a couple of minutes, carrots. Once it's fried for a little bit, in the soup. Cook for 10 minutes, and when the potatoes get relatively nice and soft, it's time to put in the paprika. However, don't overcook it because it might taste too soggy and not very nice. One last thing, before you finish it off, optionally you can add a little bit of flour. I would say this much, a tablespoon. Spread it a little bit over the top and then mix it thoroughly so you don't get any clumps. This will give the soup a very nice, thick and beautiful texture. Now that is already quite epic. Last hero tip for you is to turn off the soup after 10 minutes. Now it's ready and done, and put in the bacon and the garlic. This will give it a really fantastic taste. Cover and let it sit for 2 hours. After that, done. Okay. Sour cream, parsley and dill, done. That's it. Borscht done. Let's try it out. Really good. To make a vegan or vegetarian version of this soup, you can add mushrooms and beans instead of meat. Also, throughout Ukraine there are different types that you can taste. For example, in Lviv they do not use cabbage at all. In Kiev they add beef and lamb meat. In Poltava they use goose bouillon as the basis, and in Kharkiv they even add some beer in it. You can also add some dumplings and just experiment with all the different ingredients that you like. It is quite a good basis to start your own cooking career. Oh yeah, fun fact. In Ukraine we have a so-called Borscht index that measures the financial well-being of the nation. It basically measures how much 4 liters of borscht with all the ingredients cost in this year. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.
Wait, would you like to thank someone?
Oh yeah. Huge thanks to MintyMinnie, who is gonna clean up all this mess in the kitchen. I know a lot of cooking shows do not show you the aftermath,